My, oh my, what a time to be back and what a time to be alive. What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for all y'all been watching all my videos and catching up on all the videos and patiently waiting for a new one. Thank you so much for sticking with me and for being here. Hey, I wanted to jump in and jump on this topic and just this discussion that I would love to have with you. I felt it in the Holy Spirit and during I was praying and I felt God again just say like, yo, I need you to do this topic and I really need you to talk about it because it's time. You've been thinking about it. And so bring it out to the world and let them just kind of digest it and see what they have to say about it. So, y'all, here's the thing that I felt and I've been constantly thinking about for the past week or so. It's not our job to convince anyone to do anything that we believe in. So, for instance, I truly believe it's not my duty to convince you to believe in God. It's not my, I don't have to work so hard to point out certain things, point out all the goodness, point out all these things and shortcomings and all these different things that has come upon me to convince you to believe in God. Let alone other things in life, right? We talk about politics. If someone believes on one side of the story and then is trying to convince someone that is believing in something else, you're not going to convince someone that already has their own set of beliefs and values and things like that. But the good news is it's your opportunity not to tell them and convince them, but the way you live, how you go about life will be an eye-opening experience for many people. See, here's what I mean. Many times I think a lot of times believers or even, myself who have come to terms and have received God into my life and really all in on it. When you first start out, you want to spread the good news. You want to tell people about your transformation. You want to spend so much time like, yo, this is what happened. I just want you to be on board. Like, just understand where I'm coming from when it comes to like this relationship with God. And trust me, it's not like what you believed in before or like the things that we've been taught growing up. And there's many times where you may come off where it's just so wonderful and so majestic that they're not ready to listen to it. They're not ready to receive that message. And, even though your intention is great, the person in their life at that moment may not be ready and something may have happened to them in the past, something traumatic, something that they've dealt with within their family, something that they've grown up seeing and they're just like, dude, I'm not all about that. And so it's hard and really hard to convince someone. There's no need to convince them. But the way you go about your life, the things that you speak out of your mouth, the consistency that you bring out each and every day, when they see that, I'm not saying that's going to convince them, but that may make them curious on why you are who you are and why you speak about what you speak. See, now, let the actions that you take and let the words that come out of your mouth be the prime example on why they should even listen to what you're saying. Let alone follow you, let alone believe in what you believe in, because your transformation is your transformation and they need to go through theirs. But sometimes they're not ready for it until they're ready for it. And all I ask is just to remember not to convince anyone that they have to be something, that they have to change and transform and do the things that you're doing. There's no convincing them, but you can inspire them. You can inspire them through your stories when they ask. You can, from a distance, they can see how you live and how you treat other people and how you speak about other people and how you uplift other people. Like, that's going to be the best thing that you can do for them, is being the example. Because why would anybody want to talk to you about anything if you're not living it out? Why would anybody even be curious about why you're so happy, why you're so all about God, why are you so all about your political party? Why are you so all about, if you're not, one, a good person, and two, you're not living that out. See, now that's going to be your sauce, is the fact that you consistently, day in and day out, do the good things that may open people's eyes. Start this curiousness for them. And soon they'll come to you and ask you questions about, hey, so that time that you were talking about so-and-so, let me ask you some questions. And that's not necessarily your time to convince them, but that's your opportunity to open up their minds. And so I wanted to share that with everybody, like, hey, stop wasting your time and your breath trying to convince someone because they're not ready. They might not be ready for what you're saying and the energy that you're coming with. And they might be so guarded because of it. And you don't even know what's happened in their past or what they're trying to deal with right now. You don't know yet. But all I'm asking each and every one of us is to consider each day, be consistent about being kind, being generous, being patient, showing love, continuing pouring into people. Be consistently like that. 2 reasons. Number 1, you're building amazing habits for yourself. And that's how you're going to change. And that's how you're going to heal. And that's how you're going to be restored. And then number 2, when you live out consistently like that, the consistency will prove to people like, man, you haven't wavered. And that may open up their minds and their hearts to be ready to ask you questions, to finally come to you. And when that day comes, oh man, that's going to be in a moment of amazing, just juices flowing out. It'll be your opportunity to just tell them the transformation you went through. So again, everybody, and I felt this so strongly, so deeply right now, don't try so hard to convince someone to understand you, to believe you, to follow you. Don't convince them. Let your actions and let how you go about life each and every day speak for itself. And then everything else will happen. Let me know what you think about that. Comment below. Yo, I'm back. I got topics. I know I've been saying it, but I've been in prayer a lot and I've got a lot downloaded into me. And so I'll be sending out more videos, but I wanted to get this out there first. Stop convincing people. Start living it out. Let's go. Let me know what you guys think. Comment below. Hit me up. I will be back for another one. Stay tuned. I love you guys. Take care. Cheers.